our last factor that is going to affect climates is the proximity of that place to an ocean current or the water. So, right, land is going to heat up and cool down much quicker than that ocean. It's kind of keeping its temperature more. So you have San Luis, Arizona, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They both have a very similar elevation. They are similar latitudes. So, right, in the warm climate zone, we would expect them to be very similar. We're going to look at a few of their charts here. So we've got San Luis, Arizona. So I know Arizona is surrounded by land. There's not an ocean near it, right? So I can see it is going to drop. The high in January is 68, and then in August it gets up to 108. And then the low temperature is 48 and it gets up to 84. So, right, it's going from 68 to 104. You can see this steeper climb here. This has a more extreme climate. It's going to get hotter and colder because that land is cooling up and heating down much quicker. Where you can see that Myrtle Beach, so yeah, it's still, right, cools down in the winter time. It gets a little lower, but it is not as extreme of a peak as San Luis. So what we call this is it has a mild climate. It doesn't change a ton. Right, like I can go there, right? It's only changing 20 degrees. It gets 90 to like, well, yes, 30 degrees. Where this is changing, this is 70 to 110 practically. So this has a 40-degree difference. So when we plot these that are closer to the ocean, they're going to look a little bit flatter, right? That climb is a little more mild. If I have to go on this hike, if I'm thinking of it this way, not a hike Mrs. Richards wants to do. Where this looks a little more easygoing, something a little more mild, a little more my style. So I can predict that this is a little closer to the water because it's staying a little more even. It's a little flatter on its graph. So in a little bit, you guys are going to be graphing your own using this data to compare Tulsa and San Diego. So you'll use these 4 colors. You'll color in San Diego red. You'll color in San Diego's, whoops. Oh no, how do I get out of here? Stay done. There we go. You'll color in San Diego's low as blue. Tulsa's high is green. And Tulsa's low as yellow. And then you're going to just one at a time. So January was, so I'm doing San Diego's highs. So January is right here. It was 65. February, 65. March, oh, right, went up to 66. April, 67. And then once I've done them all, I'm just going to connect them to see its path. Now, just some things I'm already noticing. I'm noticing San Diego is on the coast, and I'm noticing that Tulsa is very inland and surrounded by land. So I'm expecting San Diego to be much flatter, and I'm expecting Tulsa to go more up and down and be more extreme. So you're going to graph that and see what is happening with those temperatures because of their location to the water.